And I want to think about the words that you include in your emails and just briefly talk about copywriting. In this survey, interestingly enough, it's actually the words and the copy that people find really, really interesting, and one of the key reasons why they open your emails. So what you say is as important as how it looks. The actual offers and the information that you're sending people is a really important part of email marketing success. You may be familiar with Jakob Nielsen's work. Jakob Nielsen, if you are familiar with this gentleman, he's absolute guru in terms of web usability and web design. And he's looked at how people read online, both on screen in terms of web pages, but also email newsletters. And essentially his research suggests that people do not like reading on screen. So what you want to do is allow them to scan read. They will quickly read down your email. And his suggestions are write in a way that helps your online reader. So going back to the point I made earlier on, get to the point very quickly. Highlight words that are important to you. Allow them to scan down. Have subheadings, short paragraphs. People can just scan down the email and they know exactly what it's about. Bullet points and so on. And keep the information short. Jakob talks about cutting out 50% of the copy that you'd include in print. So if you're sending out 100 words in a print document, try and get it down to 50 words in an email or a web page. And a way to do that, a way to make your emails scannable, is to use this idea of using headlines. So you think about all the questions your subscriber might have about your offer or your thing that you're sending out, and then turn them into questions. What I mean by that is that as you come down the email, you'll see that each question is answered. So why do I need this product? How do I buy it? Who else has bought it? Where do I click? How much do I pay? So as the person is scanning down the email, they can see all the questions that they might have are answered for them. And the other point in terms of your copywriting is write in the way that journalists are taught to include the most important information at the very top of your email, or this what's known as pyramid style of writing, where you get to the point first, so that if I don't read the rest of your email, at least I understand why you've sent it to me. You're also trying to persuade in your marketing messages. You want people to be persuaded, and your copywriting should also be persuasive. Now, what you should also have is some ability to write copy that is persuasive. And a technique, if you've never done this, is to take whatever it is you're trying to promote in your email messages, list every feature, turn the features around in terms of benefits from the customer's perspective, and then try and link them together so the person knows, okay, this product has these features, this is why I should care, which means that. So we're telling you about this particular feature, and we think it's relevant for you because we understand you as a customer. Keep going through all of the features and benefits of your product or service and put all of those into the copy. Eventually what you'll find is you'll come to the core essence of what you're trying to promote to the person, and that essential benefit can often make a really good subject line, and actually also can be used at the top of your email in the pyramid style of writing to get the core offer across to the person. So as soon as they open the email, they know what you're talking about. So also write not only scannable copy, but also persuasive copy. Make sure as well within the copy that it's easy to read. As you come down the email, make sure that I can actually read the copy, so it's not necessarily yellow text on a black background or something. Remember that many people, particularly males, are colorblind. So if you've got some copy that is a little bit difficult to read, it may make understanding harder as well. So make sure it's legible. Mess around with font size, experiment with font size. See if different fonts on the email message will actually make different parts of the offer more attractive and more obvious as well. So try using font size as a way to draw attention to different aspects. In terms of links, when you include links in your copy, What is quite interesting in the research is that underlining more words in a sentence actually encourages more people to click. So in this particular piece of research, underlining between 7 to 12 words, so if you say, don't just say click here or see more, underline more words will encourage more people to click through from your email. So you move away from this almost traditional click here, see more, and so on, to more of this type of linking. Now, why would you do that in your email? Well, because as people are scanning down your copy, they're looking for things to click on. And because we know that they're not reading, what we do is we give them lots of opportunities to click on things, but click on sentences that make sense rather than just click here. It doesn't tell you anything about where you're going to go to. And also, if you can, with your links, don't embed them. So here we've got what's known as embedded links, makes the text a little bit harder to read, whereas a good way to lay your links out, again within your copy, is to perhaps lay them out in a nice logical order. It allows people to choose which link they should go for. Often people as well, when they talk about copywriting for emails, don't know what to put. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to include. Now, you shouldn't have a problem in that sense because you've done your research into your customers. You know what they're into. You know what their lives are like. So therefore, you shouldn't have a problem in what to send them. And if you are sending out regular newsletters, what you're also going to have to do is plan ahead when the emails are going to go out, who's going to send them, what you're going to send, how often you're going to send them. So if you're going to send a lot of newsletters over perhaps a 12-month period, it's worth in your planning stage to map out a calendar of content. Actually think what you might be sending in March 2012 and March 2013. And if you have to, you can then think about reusing content 2 or 3 times across the year. So as part of your planning process, set up your email editorial calendar. You've also got lots of ideas what you can send people in email newsletters. Nobody should ever have a problem about what we send to our newsletter subscribers. It's very obvious when you talk to people the information that they need, and you can think of lots of ways to send that content to them. Lots of ideas in terms of newsletters.